Dear students, very good afternoon. This is Ramesh GK, Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce, Government First Grade College and PG Center, Sheddagatta. Department of Collegiate Education, welcome to Digital Learning. Now I am going to explain you the fourth semester BCom paper called Advanced Corporate Accounting. In the Advanced Corporate Accounting of fourth semester BCom, right now we are in fifth chapter, that is unit number 5. Under unit number 5, the concepts which we are going to learn during this particular session includes the accounting standards, introduction to accounting standards, nature of accounting standards, meaning, definition, nature and objectives of accounting standards. These are the concepts we are going to learn during this particular session. Here, accounting standards, the concept of accounting standards. We know generally accepted accounting principles, that is GAAP's aims at bringing uniformity and comparability in the financial statements. Okay, here the concept or the most important objectives of this accounting standards is to bring the uniformity and comparability between the accounts of various organizations. So that is the most important thing. That means there must be uniformity. There must be uniformity in the process of accounts. That is the motto of the accounting standards. It can be seen that at many places GAAPs permits a variety of alternative accounting treatments for the same item. In the generally accepted accounting principles, we come across many differentiated treatment. Say for example, for the same method or for the same accounting treatment or for the same particular transaction, there are different methods of valuation. There are different methods of recording that business transactions in the books of account. Say for example, for the valuation of closing stock and opening stock, there are different methods of valuation of stock. As a result, there may be difference in the amount of profit maintained by the different organizations. Such practices sometimes can misguide interested or intended users in taking decisions relating to their field. So because of the various methods of accounting, okay, say for example, if one business organization follows one particular method, other business organization may follow different method for the same treatment. This particular treatment, what happens, it can misguide the users in taking the decisions relating to their field. At the time of taking the decision based on these accounting records, they will not be able to take the decision. Keeping in view these problems faced by the many users of accounting, a need for development of common accounting standards were aroused. So because of this difference, because of this various types of treatment of accounting transactions in the books of accounts, the readers of accounting information may be under confusion. That means may not be able to take right decision. As a result of that, the need for accounting standards rise. Now, let us know what is the meaning of term accounting standards. For this purpose, the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, which is also member of International Accounting Standards Committee, that is IASC, International Accounting Standard Committee, had constituted Accounting Standard Board in the year 1977. That means only for this purpose, that is for this purpose means to bring uniformity in the treatment of various type of transactions by the business organizations. The ICAI, that is Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, they have constituted one particular body, that is Accounting Standard Board in the year 1977. The Accounting Standard Board identified the areas in which uniformity in accounting was required. This Accounting Standard Board identified the areas where there is a requirement of uniform accounting policies and principles and submitted a draft to the ICAI. They submitted draft. After proper examination, ICAI finalized them and notified for its users in the financial statements. The Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, after going through the draft submitted by Accounting Standard Board, they made several required changes in the accounting standards and they notified in the financial statements. That is about the concepts of accounting standards. Now let us go through meaning and definition of accounting standards. The first simple and general meaning of the term accounting standards. Accounting standards are written statements consisting of rules and guidelines issued by the accounting institutions for the purpose of uniform and consistent financial statements and also for other disclosures affecting the different users of accounting information. Here, they are the written guidelines consisting of rules and regulations or rules, regulations, procedure, guidelines issued by the accounting institutions. Very simple, they are nothing but the rules, regulations, guidelines which have to be followed in the process of accounting for the preparation of uniform and consistent financial statements. That means there must be uniformity in the accounts prepared by various business organizations. Then the readers of accounting information will have same opinion about the business organization. So for that reason, accounting standards, they ensure the uniformity and consistency in the financial statements. Accounting standards lay down the terms and conditions of accounting policies and practices by way of codes, guidelines, adjustments for making interpretation of items appearing in the financial statements easy and even their treatment in the books of accounts. That means accounting standards are very simple. They lay down some terms and conditions of accounting. That means they prescribe some terms and conditions of accounting in the form of policies and practices, in the form of codes, in the form of guidelines for preparing books of accounts, for interpretation of books of accounts in the financial statements. Now let us see the definition of accounting standards as given by ICAI, that is Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. Accounting standards, that is as per the definition given by ICAI, written documents, policies, procedures issued by expert accounting body. Expert accounting body in the sense that the Accounting Standard Board constituted by Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. So they are the written documents, policies, procedure issued by expert accounting body or government or any other regulatory body covering the aspects of recognition, measurement, treatment, presentation and disclosure of accounting transactions in the books of accounts or in the financial statements. Okay, so these are the terms or these are the rules and regulations which are stated in the accounting standards. Now let us know what are the needs or what are the nature of accounting standards. Okay, the first and important characteristic feature or nature of accounting standards include serves as a guide to the accountants. Okay, here accounting standards serve the accountants as a guide in the accounting process. They provide basis on which accounts are prepared. Here at the time of recording the book transactions in the books of accounts, the accountants may come across different types of doubts. For clarification of that doubt, these accounting standards will act as or will serve as a guide to the accountants. So they will clarify the doubts of accountant in the process of accounting. So they serve as a guide to the accountants, as a dictator. Of course, the accounting standards are nothing but a dictator because some accounting standards are mandatory. As a result, they act as a dictator. Accounting standards act as a dictator in the field of accounting. Like a dictator in some areas, accountants have no choice. I told you, some accounting standards are mandatory. They have to be followed by the accountants in the process of accounting. They have no choice. So for that reason, they are also called dictator. And other than those stated in the accounting, that means they don't have any choice, just have to follow. For example, cash flow statement should be prepared in the format prescribed by the accounting standard. For example, as per accounting standard 3, we will prepare the cash flow statement. It should be prepared as per the procedure laid down in the accounting standard. The accountants, they don't have any option to make any changes in the accounting standard 3 as far as cash flow statement is prepared. So accounting standards will act as a dictator, and they serve as a service provider. Accounting standards comprise the scope of accounting by defining certain terms, presenting the accounting issues, specifying standards, explaining numerous disclosure and implementation date. Thus, accounting standards are descriptive in nature and serve as a service provider. They provide lot of services to the accountants in the process of accounting. They define various terms of accounting. They clarify lot of doubts in the process of presentation of financial statements. They specify the standards. They explain numerous disclosures. So as a result, they are also called service provider. Another important nature of accounting, act as a harmonizer. Accounting standards are not biased and bring uniformity in accounting methods. Harmonizer means they are responsible for bringing uniformity in the accounting process. As a result, they prescribe accounting standards which everybody should follow. As a result, automatically there will be uniformity in the accounting process. They remove the effect of diverse accounting practices and policies. Diverse accounting practices and policies means the different method or different people will follow different method of accounting. Then they are called diverse accounting practices. For example, ಒಬ್ಬೊಬ್ಬರು ಒಂದೊಂಥರ ಅಕೌಂಟಿಂಗ್ ಪಾಲಿಸೀಸನ್ನು ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ. ನನಗೆ ಆಗಬೇಕು, ನಾನು ಆ ಥರ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀನಿ. ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು, ಆ ಥರ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾನೆ. ವೈ ಅವನಿಗೆ ಆಗಬೇಕು, ಆಗೋ ಥರ ಮೇಂಟೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತಾನೆ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಡೈವರ್ಸ್ ಅಕೌಂಟಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸಸ್. ಸೊ they remove the effect of diverse accounting and practices and policies. On many occasions, accounting standards develop and provide solutions to specific accounting issues. Of course, because they are called service provider, they provide a lot of solutions to specific accounting issues. Thus, it is clear that whenever there is any conflict in accounting issues, accounting standards act as harmonizer and facilitates solution for accountants. That is, whenever there is a doubt in the minds of accountants about the treatment of any particular item or about interpretation of any particular transaction, the accounting standards will clarify, will give solution for such issues or problems of accountants. As a result, they are called harmonizer. That is about the nature or characteristic features of accounting standards. Now, let us go through objectives of accounting standard. What are the important objectives of accounting standard? First, for bringing uniformity in the accounting methods. As I told you, the basic concept of accounting standards is to bring uniformity in the books of accounts maintained. ಯೂನಿಫಾರ್ಮಿಟಿ ಯಾವಾಗಪ್ಪ ಇರುತ್ತಂದರೆ, ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಒಂದೇ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಆಟೋಮೆಟಿಕಲಿ ದರ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಯೂನಿಫಾರ್ಮಿಟಿ. ಒಬ್ಬೊಬ್ಬರು ಒಂದೊಂದು ಮೆಥಡನ್ನು ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಯೂನಿಫಾರ್ಮಿಟಿ ಇರಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ, ಆ ಯೂನಿಫಾರ್ಮಿಟಿ ತರೋದಾಗಪ್ಪ ಅಂದರೆ ರೂಲ್ಸನ್ನು ಮ್ಯಾಂಡೇಟ್ರಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಅಕೌಂಟಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಡೂಯಿಂಗ್. ಸೊ ಅಕೌಂಟಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ಡ್ ಟು ಬ್ರಿಂಗ್ ಯೂನಿಫಾರ್ಮಿಟಿ ಇನ್ ಅಕೌಂಟಿಂಗ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ಸ್ by proposing standard treatment to the accounting issues. For example, Accounting Standard 6 states the methods of depreciation accounting. Okay, so like this, the first objective is to bring uniformity in the books of accounts or in the methods of accounting. Then, for improving reliability of the financial statements. Accounting is a language of business, of course. There are many users of accounting information provided by accountants who take various decisions relating to their field just on the basis of information contained in the financial statements. Of course, as we know, accounting is a language of business. There are many people who rely the information provided by the accountants in the financial statements. And also they take various decisions relating to various issues. Small decisions ಅನ್ನು ತಗೊಳ್ತಾರೆ. Say for example, at the time of taking decision to invest in the shares of the company, ನಾನು ಆ ಕಂಪನಿ ಶೇರ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕೋ ಬೇಡವೋ ಡಿಸಿಷನ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಳುವಾಗ ನಾನೇನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಪ್ಪ ಅಂದರೆ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಗೋ ಥ್ರೂ ದ ಫೈನಾನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಕಂಪನಿ. ಅದನ್ನ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಆನ್ ದ ಬೇಸಿಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದಟ್ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಟೇಕ್ ಎ ಡಿಸಿಷನ್. ಲೈಕ್ ದಟ್ ಮೆನಿ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಟೇಕ್ ಡಿಸಿಷನ್ ಬೇಸ್ಡ್ ಆನ್ the information given in the accounting or given in the financial statements. So for that reason, accounting standards, they improve the reliability of the financial statements. So because of standard, accounting standards ಯಾರು ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಅಕೌಂಟಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ಬೋರ್ಡ್. ಸೊ ಅಕೌಂಟಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ಬೋರ್ಡ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡನ್ನು ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡಿ ಫೈನಾನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸನ್ನು ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂದರೆ usually our readers, users of accounting information will get more reliability. ಅದರ ಮೇಲೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ನಂಬಿಕೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅವರಿಗೆ because of accounting standards. Next, another objective of accounting standards, simplify the accounting information. Accounting standards prevent the users from reaching any misleading conclusions and make financial data simple for everyone. Simple for everyone in the sense that it should be understandable easily to all the readers of accounting information. ಆ ಫೈನಾನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗೋ ಥರ ಒಂದು ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಆಗಿರೋ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಯಾಟ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಈ ಅಕೌಂಟಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅನದರ್ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟಿವ್. ದೆನ್ ಪ್ರಿವೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಫ್ರಾಡ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಮ್ಯಾನಿಪುಲೇಷನ್ಸ್. When there are standards in the accounting process, accounting standards ಏನು ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದರೆ they prescribed standard accounting practices, standard accounting policies. ಆ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ಅನ್ನು ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ there will be no frauds and manipulations. ಆ ಫ್ರಾಡ್ಸ್ ಮತ್ತು ಮ್ಯಾನಿಪುಲೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಯಾಕಪ್ಪ ಅಂದರೆ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ಪ್ರೊಸೀಜರ್. So, accounting standards prevent manipulation of data by the management and others. By codifying the accounting methods, frauds and manipulations can be minimized. Because ಒಂದು ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ಪ್ರೊಸೀಜರು, ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ಅಕೌಂಟಿಂಗ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತಪ್ಪ ಅಂದರೆ ಫ್ರಾಡ್ಸ್ ಆಗಲಿ, ಮ್ಯಾನಿಪುಲೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಆಗಲಿ, ಮಿಸ್ಅಪ್ರೋಪ್ರಿಯೇಷನ್ ಆಗಲಿ ಯಾವುದೂ ನಡೆಯಲ್ಲ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್, ಅನದರ್ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ಸ್ ಆಡಿಟರ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಆಡಿಟರ್ಸ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ವೆರಿ ಈ ಅಕೌಂಟಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ಸು ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಯಾಕಪ್ಪ ಆಡಿಟರ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಸೊ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಕೌಂಟಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಎವ್ರಿ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್ ದೇ ಫಾಲೋ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ಅಕೌಂಟಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ರೊಸೀಜರ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಪಾಲಿಸೀಸ್. ಒಂದು ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಅಕೌಂಟಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡು, ಅಕೌಂಟಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸಸ್ಸು, ಅಕೌಂಟಿಂಗ್ ಪಾಲಿಸೀಸನ್ನು ಎಲ್ಲ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಫರ್ಮ್ಸು, ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್ಸು ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಆ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ಅಕೌಂಟಿಂಗ್ ಪಾಲಿಸೀಸು ಮತ್ತು ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸಸನ್ನು ಎಲ್ಲ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್ಸು ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಆಡಿಟರ್ ಕೆಲಸ ತುಂಬ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಆಗೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಇನ್ ದಟ್ ವೇ ದ ಅಕೌಂಟಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ಸ್ ದಿ ಆಡಿಟರ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದ ನೇಚರ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ accounting standards.